Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. I have an unbalanced rack. 3 O's, not good. But I have a good scoring tile in the J, and that goes well with vowels, so I will probably be playing through this. So what if opponent changes? Well, he doesn't. I don't need to concern myself with that. Is there a good scoring spot for the J? And can I get rid of 2 O's? Well, the answer to that is yes indeed, because I have Jarul for 26. Not great. 5 vowels, including a U. However, H and Y, scoring tiles, so again, should be playing through this, and my H can go under the C of tract, because CH is good. Great, just 12 points for opponent. Jet takes an E at the end, so column 8 quite hot for plays, 6 letter plays ending in E. I don't have such a play. Now, the triple letter square next to the O is available. So I could play U in this spot for 29, good score. Vowel heavy rack leave, but not a disaster, because vowels go well with scoring tiles like the H, so I'll certainly be able to score next go. And with a decent pickup, I could have a bingo. But do I have anything better than U? Well, yes, I believe I do. So U is 29. Hui is 42, which is 13 more points, which is good. Rack leave a lot worse, but I think the score justifies it. I'm going with this. More horror. However, again, I have a scoring tile, so I may be able to carry on scoring rather than changing. And I can, because I have Ulzi onto this E. Is there something better? Quite handy being able to get rid of the U and the I with the Z. So any other spots I'm missing? LO takes nothing in front. What about a play ending with the Y? Not seeing anything. Anywhere super hot for the Z? No, I don't think so. And this is fairly safe. It's not offering anything massive for my opponent. Ulzi for 28. Well, it's a similar pattern. Very unbingo-y rack. A lot of vowels. But enough scoring power to make it likely that I will be playing rather than changing. At the very least, I have Vi and Jet A for 21 points. But surely I can do better. IV'd is good. Okay, 14 for opponent. W takes an E in front, which I don't think I've got a 5-letter play ending in E. Wood takes a U after it. I'm quite tempted to open the board up to distract opponent, and because there are 2 really good scoring spots in column 8 and column 1, well, and row O, so I'd quite like to keep the board wide open. I've got a good lead, and my opponent's rating is a lot lower than mine, and there's not much worth hanging on to. Having said that, IV'd is only 15 points, so can I score more? And I think Hui takes an S, so row O also hot. I noted that Vi scored about 6 points more. But I think duplicate I probably removes most of that advantage. What am I missing? Tract takes nothing in front. Jarul takes no front extensions that I'm aware of. I think it's good to turn over 5 tiles if Hui does take an S. I need to increase my chances of drawing one or the blank. I draw an S. Again 5 vowels, so there could be a vowel shortage towards the end of the game. Do I have a 5 vowel 8? I just need to look at the floating consonants on the board, which I think is just the D. So I have DWEEB, which doesn't quite fit, just one square short. 30 points for opponent. He plays no vowels, so maybe he's suffering the opposite issue that I'm suffering. Now Ivied in a way was quite dangerous because it provided access to this triple word square. I'm not in a position to take advantage of that myself. What can I do? I've got the U for would you, and the E and S for jetty and jets. But I'm just really struggling with this rack. I'd quite like to play off U, O, O, which I nearly could do with Uzo if Lo took an O in front. What about playing off just OU? Can I do that and score well? Duo doesn't quite work. Well, what about playing just OU down here? It's 14 points, but the rack leave is good. I'm going with this. Great. I have Karios and Scorii. So hopefully I will be bingoing. Karios plays in column 1, as does Scorii, both ending in E. And Scorii would play in row O if Hui's is good, and it is good. And there's the confirmation. Fixed takes nothing after it. Nice play by my opponent, 47 points. Does Scorii and Karios have an anagram? I don't think so. Column 11 is a double-double lane through the E. What does this rack make with an E? Not seeing anything. So I think I'll get Scorii down for 92. Well, balanced, but not bingo, non-bingoing, and however, I have good scoring tiles. And I have an E and A for going in front of the W. And do I have a 5-letter play which reaches down? I do. I have feign. Keeping PI, that's not bad, especially with my P going above the I as Scorii. Now I have the IFY ending, so let me just consider the floaters on the board in case I have a bingo, which hasn't immediately sprung to mind. What about the M? No. B? D? T? Nope, not seeing anything there. This is a board with plenty of scoring potential. It's wide open. There are bingo lanes and there are scoring spots for scoring tiles. Nice play by opponent, 33 points. My lead just 60 points with 2 blanks to come, so I'm not in any position of safety. So do I have a 5-letter play beginning with P? Well, do I? And I'm not looking for any particular use of the scoring tiles, just anything beginning with P. I think the best I can do is Penia for 40 points, keeping FY. That's not bad. Not a great rack lead, but not a disaster either. Penia takes an L at the end. However, only one L to come. Or alternatively, I could do this. 31 points, and I think this rack leave is significantly better than FY, and I'm not providing access to column 15. I'm going with this. So, does this make a bingo? Through a G, I would have feigning. Through a D, I would have defining, but again, the D in the wrong spot. But not this one. So I have defining, beginning with the D of embeds. And I can't think of any anagrams of that. Still the Q to come. And I'm not seeing any 7s with this rack. But I feel there probably are some other 8s with the right floater. So what about the M? No. B? No. Great! Only 7 points, plus defining remains available. This does open up access to a triple in column 15, and there are 2 blanks out there. Let's see what happens. Defining 76. Wow, I have Mustang. Can't immediately see anywhere for that. And through an E, I would have augments, which has been blocked by defining. No other floating E's. But there still looks a pretty attractive rack, so maybe there's something through another floater. Scorry E takes nothing after it. Ivy takes nothing after it. Likewise with fixed. Not seeing anything with the B. How about the I? Anti-smug, not good. Wow! I say that because opponent provides a spot for Mustang. Fantastic. Mustang for 78. Well, still both blanks out there with just 8 tiles in the bag. I now do have a good lead, and I'm back to the position I was at the start of the game with a lot of vowels and some scoring tiles. I have Wahoo on my rack, which does play, but not for a huge score in column 2. R only takes an E after it. Good score for opponent. So does Wahoo go anywhere else? And do I have something in column 15 parallel to Mustang? Well, I do. I have Woo, which might be worth doing. Look at this, both blanks still to come. Let me see what this scores. That's 34, that's a decent score. Rack leaves okay. Well, it's more than okay, given that there are only 3 vowels to come. Am I missing something better? W and H are good scoring tiles. Well, just having a quick squiz around the board. Nothing coming to mind. H can go underneath the U. But I think I'd rather get rid of the W. I'm not going to score massively more than 34. I'm going with this. Well, his opponent about to bingo. There are bingo lanes on the board, and these tiles are super bingo-y. And he's got 14 minutes to find one. There are 2 tiles in the bag, so I certainly will have one more go. Opponent doesn't bingo. Wow. And he's only got 6 tiles, so he will not be bingoing now. Do I have anything? Havener, not good. Is there an anagram of it? Not that I can think of. Any other lanes to consider? Well, there's the floating B and E of embeds. Not seeing anything. So where are the good scoring spots? Opponent should be going out. The game is won. I am 180 ahead. But can I have one final decent score? 10 minutes on my clock. Just looking to see if I have a 6-letter play ending in E or A. Can't see such a play, so I have heave in row B. Only 24 points. 23 for the same play in column 2. I thought for a moment I had enerve, but that would require 3 E's. Where else can my H play? TI takes nothing in front, so I have nothing in row C. And G doesn't take anything after it that I have. I do have an N for chin, but I'm not going to get rid of my scoring tiles. What about a play in column 12? Not seeing anything. Now I have heaven for 34, and that doesn't provide anything massive for opponent. He's got 6 tiles, so he can't go out and hit the triple word square. I'm going with this. So opponent may choose not to go out and score well at the top left, in which case I have one more turn. I have ran, I have re, so I'm certainly not stuck with the R. Well, opponent does go out. And the final score, 275 to my opponent, 470 to me, a winning margin of 195 points, so a huge, huge win. Let's see what I missed. It was my opponent to go first. He played tracked. This was my rack, and I had Jarul for 26, and I like that. Opponent's rack, he did have a vowel shortage. Plays jet. Now I have Hui for 42, and that was really the choice between Hui and U. Is EHIO 13 points better than IU? I don't think it is, which is why I played Hui. The only downside to Hui really was the opening up row O. Opponent's rack, no vowels at all. Plays, well, it doesn't play anything, changes. And this was my rack. And I play Ulzi for 28, and I still like that. Wow, what did opponent change? Pretty unlucky if he changed a lot of tiles. Plays wood. And now E7, I don't think I played there. Ivied over the top of jet. That's an error by me. That would have been a better play than where I played it. Yeah, so, and it would have taken out or reduced the danger of column 8. Opponent still without any vowels. Plays fixed. Cozy 04. Wow, that's nice. 42 points. So I played just OU for 14. Cozy, definitely a better play. Opponent plays embeds. And now I have Scorry E for 92. And I play that. Opponent's rack. Wow, a couple of missed bingos here. Or one missed bingo in various places. Pellerine, tricky one to spot. Plays penal for 33, which was a good spot. My rack, now I thought about feign, saw that it had been blocked, but it does actually play completely parallel to embeds for 40 points. Instead I play yap for 31, which wasn't far behind. And, well, EFIN is not 9 points better than IP, but I think it is slightly better. Opponent's rat got the Q with the U, chooses to play ruling. Now I have defining for 76, which is the only bingo. Opponent's rat plays grade, which is fantastic because I have Mustang for 78. Opponent does now play the Q, and there are 5 tiles in the bag. I play Woo for 34, B6, home available. I think I prefer to get rid of the W. And look at this. It looks like the 2 tiles in the bag were both blanks. That is a very rare occurrence. So this was opponent's rat. Plays Ike. And no bingo at the end, but there is a form of heaven for 34 points. And finally, opponent has a choice of outs. So what a crazy game, played at a rip-roaring pace. It started off with some very awkward racks, very vowel heavy from my point of view. However, I had good scoring tiles throughout and really was never put in a position where changing looked like a reasonable candidate move. And look at the board, it's absolutely wide open, stretching to the 4 corners, so there was always plenty of opportunities to score on the board, and my final score of nearly 500 points demonstrates how much scoring potential was available. And a very unusual game with the last 2 tiles in the bag being 2 blanks. Exceptionally rare. I can't remember if I've ever seen a game in which that has happened, but it happened right here, right now. So I hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.